Ever feel like you're being controlled or manipulated by the people around you? Maybe it's that coworker who always knows how to push your buttons, or a family member who drains your energy. It feels like they're pulling your strings and you can't break free, right? Well, here's the truth. You don't have to let them win. Imagine a life where you're no longer affected by their toxic behavior. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 5 unstoppable Stoic habits that will help you regain control, protect your peace, and make toxic people lose all their power over you. Let's dive in. 1. Emotional neutrality. First up, let's talk about emotional neutrality, a core concept in Stoicism. Toxic people thrive on your emotional reactions. They feed off your anger, frustration, and anxiety. They have this uncanny ability to press your buttons, right? Ever notice how they always know just what to say to provoke you? Here's the truth. The more you react, the more power you give them over you. So, how do you fight back? You don't react. In Stoicism, we learn to detach ourselves from emotions that arise in these situations. When someone tries to provoke you, instead of losing your cool, simply pause. Breathe. Take a moment to gather yourself. Imagine you're in a heated conversation and someone says something rude. Instead of firing back or getting upset, you stay calm. Take a deep breath. I can respond with clarity, or even no response at all. The beauty of this is that toxic people lose their power when they can't provoke you. They get frustrated when they can't get under your skin, and that's when their control slips away. This simple practice makes you unstoppable. The moment you stop reacting is the moment they lose their grip on you. 2. Unshakable boundaries. Next, let's talk about unshakable boundaries. This is where many people go wrong, letting toxic people push and cross their lines because they're afraid of being seen as rude or selfish. Stoic philosophy teaches us a vital lesson. You have the right to say no without guilt or hesitation. Toxic people love to test your limits. They might make unreasonable requests, demand your time, or force you into uncomfortable situations. But when you start setting clear, firm boundaries, you stop giving them the space to manipulate you. Here's the kicker. Saying no isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. The more you practice standing firm, the more you'll realize how powerful you are. Toxic people will try to test you, but they'll respect you in the end, or they'll back off completely. Trust me, as setting boundaries might feel uncomfortable at first, but once you master it, you'll feel untouchable. That's when you know you're truly in control. 3. Detachment. Now let's dive into detachment. Have you ever gotten caught in endless arguments with toxic people? You try to prove your point and they just won't listen. The back and forth never ends. It's exhausting, right? Here's where Stoicism gives us the perfect solution. Detachment. This doesn't mean you shut down or become cold. It means learning to observe the situation without getting emotionally involved. Picture yourself standing outside a storm, watching it swirl around, but not being affected by it. Toxic people will try to drag you into their negativity, but with detachment, you can step back and let them play their game without you. Detachment is your emotional armor. You don't need to engage in pointless drama. You choose to rise above it. You're free from their chaos. And that's how you break free from their emotional manipulation. 4. Silent confidence. Let's talk about silent confidence. This one is huge. Toxic people often prey on your insecurities. They want you to doubt yourself, to second-guess your decisions. They thrive when they see you question your worth or act out of fear. But here's the Stoic wisdom. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. True confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, unwavering, and rooted in your values. When you carry yourself with silent confidence, you become untouchable. You don't need anyone's validation. Toxic people rely on your insecurity, but when they see that you're secure in who you are, they can't shake you. It's not arrogance, it's self-assurance. You walk into a room knowing exactly who you are, and you don't need anyone's approval to feel good about yourself. And that, my friend, is the most powerful weapon against manipulation. 5. Consistent actions. Finally, let's talk about consistent actions. Toxic people thrive on unpredictability. They love creating confusion, stirring up drama, and throwing you off balance. But here's the truth. They can't manipulate someone who is predictable and consistent. This is where Stoicism shows us the power of principle-based action. When you live by your principles and follow through every day, toxic people lose their leverage. They can't use your inconsistency against you. For example, if you say you're going to do something, whether it's setting a boundary, sticking to your word, or staying true to your values, follow through. No excuses. Your actions speak louder than your words, and consistency is what drives the message home. Toxic people fear consistency because it makes you predictable, and the more predictable you are, the harder it is for them to manipulate you. In the end, your consistency makes you unstoppable. So, there you have it. 5 unstoppable Stoic habits that will help you protect your peace and keep toxic people at bay. Remember, when you stop being easily manipulated, toxic people lose their power over you. You regain control, and ultimately, you're in charge of your own life. If you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could use a little more peace in their life. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more powerful tips on Stoicism and personal growth. Thanks for watching, and always remember, your peace is priceless. Protect it.